much for inviting us. Thank you, Himalaya Group, for inviting us for this another call. We really value this call, and thank you guys again. Again, my name is Bosco, and my sponsor here sitting next to me, Teresa, will be talking about our story, our journey. And just want to let you know, you guys seen our poster that we have 6 kids. It's been a pretty hassle to bring just doing this. We had to bring 2 kids into, just preparing things, getting them back, and then just having them put a movie for them so that we don't get bothered by it. So this is part of our New Skin lives. This is a family business, and I want to bring you guys this. That it is about family, that getting involved and seeing the value, aligning with it, and going through the struggles, and that's why we brought this. My thought was to bring my wife in this Zoom will be really good to show that this is a really they say that somebody's told me that to become a Blue Diamond team lead, they come in pairs, and it really does. It really require each other's strength to really move forward in this business. So I'm gonna share a screen with you guys, and then we'll start this our Zoom meeting today. As I was preparing for this, I came across this on Facebook. It's about a value. And this is about a father teaching a daughter about a value that you get. So it's kind of parallel some of the values that I wanted across in this presentation is, for her, she didn't know about this car, the value of this car. She was going to just me to a pawn shop asking him how much this costs. And somebody told him, I'll pay you $100 for this car. And then he went to another person, another general, just somebody on the street about this car. How much would you pay? And the person said, I'll pay you 1,000. And then they went to real car dealer and who understands cars, and they said, I'll pay you 100,000 for this car. And she was shocked because this car is antique. This is a Nissan Skyline R34. It's one of the kind. And the point that the father was trying to tell to the daughter was saying that you got to go to a place where they will value you. So I think when we bring about Nu Skin, our business or Nu Skin products, people don't value it. Until they value it, they're not going to see it or take it seriously. So our job is to bring value of what we created, not only monetary wise, money wise, but also what you could create in terms of helping others, and then really about inside job that you're creating for this. When I say inside job, means you're making a lot of internal changes to become better, about growth. Part about living a human being is you are continually be growing, and that's the value that I want to bring in this presentation with you guys. And there's another word that's been really on my mind for a while, is this word. It means pivot. This is a scene from the Friends. I don't know if you saw this. It's a very funny movie, a funny scene, but Ross was telling these 2 individuals saying, pivot, pivot. They're trying to move this huge, gigantic, unfittable, mattress up the stairs. Like, they couldn't do it, but you hear this word pivot, 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 that we got to pivot in this time. We are in winter. Really, this is a recession period, but people are thriving in this market. And how do we pivot in our mindset and what we do and how we do things is going to change our lives. And this is one example that we personally got involved. His name is Tony Robbins. We got involved with the first ever virtual UPW. He does this over 40 years. He never done virtual before. He only has done live sessions with tens and thousands of people. When the COVID-19 hit and all of his events canceled all over the world, he was in despair. He was just agony. He was angry for a couple days to a couple weeks. And suddenly the idea came, you know what? I need to move out from my rigid thinking, the thinking that I've been thinking about, and saying, I could deliver the value to people. He created this virtual kind of factory where you could see about 3,000 people in one screen. So you could see about 6,000 people all over globally. And he was able to do it with 22,000 enrolled, with 150 different countries able to do it. And I was able to invite my family into it because this is about growth. And this is about, our inside job. And my daughter, she actually did one of her one of the key event about this UPW is they do a walk on the fire, and they couldn't do it on a live event, so they actually brought a board and they actually wrote down some of the obstacles they want to overcome. So my daughter Audrey, I don't know if you remember her, she was the one that who put it down on the phone saying that you got to appear the person you want to become. And she wrote down, I need to constantly need to please others. That's something that she wants to break and have a confidence. So some of the inside job that Nu Skin, I would never ever imagine doing it for myself because of this. This is a 4-day event with 10 hours each day. I mean, we woke up from 8 o'clock to 8 o'clock almost, and it was definitely a changing event for us. But this is something that that this, because I got continually involved for the last 13 years, that this really has brought me to open my eyes to it, because I would have been pretty rigid, pretty saying no way. And even I could see in my son, because he's the one, the kind of personality I have, and he doesn't want to kind of get involved, but I was persuading him to do it. But I could see the changes that happen. So I always believe the leaders are, leaders is what makes or breaks in our business. So the leader that you become is going to make or break in your business. So that's why I brought this with you, or share with you. And next is, so we are going pivot. All of our Nu Skin leaders are pivoting. This is some of the, you guys are, most of you guys maybe on the Zoom, Zoom Fit that we're doing for almost, like, I don't know, this is maybe 4th month, 5th month. And then, I'm so proud of one of my business partner, Kristen Lowe. She's able to create this kind of movement with facial spa, Garbonic spa, and then some of the body spa, and then her expertise. She was able to really inspire other people to do it, and she became one of the keynote speaker at one of the event, and they had over 130 people around the globe doing this at different time zones. So this is what's mean pivot, and it really needs to shift in that direction. And I'm gonna introduce now to my sponsor, Teresa.
Hi, my name is Teresa, and I want to share our story. My sponsor is beautiful lady Clara Chang, and I came to this business when I was pregnant with my 4th one. So in the tummy, there's a 4th one, and then I'm holding my, the first daughter's, shoulder, and when I started this business, I was in the Cal State Long Beach with majoring finance and accounting. So, I thought after I graduate, I get a job. Actually, I wanted to work for either IRS or one of the big four company, because, one of, my husband's best friends, they work for accounting firm, and I thought it's a really good job and good money, and I always admire like career woman styles, and I go work and make a lot of money. But when I about to graduate from Cal State Long Beach, I check my reality, and I have that time 6 years old, 4 years old, and 2 years, and in the tummy. So I just start to think, oh my goodness, how much should I pay for all the babysitting? So I think at least 4,000. I think we need at least 4,000, and how much I'm gonna make? But maybe less than 4,000 as a no experience accounting. So I thought, should I work at home? Is there any job I can do at home? And that time I met Clara. Clara, I actually we went to same church, and I met her like 18 years old. And I always saw her, and she has 4 kids, and she always so beautiful, and she always like smiley face. So I think of her, and I was just I want to talk to her, because how you deal with 4 kids. So and luckily that week, that Sunday, I just bump into Clara. I was thinking of her, and that Sunday, just I bumped her, and then I was pregnant and somebody recommend new skin, actually Pharmanex, the prenatal vitamin. So I saw the advertisement on the little, just advertisement from church. There is a Clara Chang and New Skin. So everything was on time and everything. So I remember that and I asked her, "Oh, I need New Skin prenatal vitamin, and can I talk to you?" And she was so happy. Imagine, somebody just come to come to you and I need some product. you know I think she was very excited to meet me, and she showed all the demonstration and presentation, and she asked me, and you want to join the business? And first time, definitely I said no, not really. I'm going to accounting profession, and kind of I said, oh, this is not for me. But she invited me to a hotel seminar. That time the guest speaker was Mr. Ronnie Park and Mr. Sunny New. And she says that time we called $20 million circle member. And she said, there's two $20, 20 million, $20 million circle member comes, blah, blah, blah. And what is 20 million dollars circle member? What is that? I was kind of curious. And, but think of it, if I were Clara, I would never invite somebody, who has three kids and pregnant about 7 months, and she lives in Torrance. The seminar is in LA. It's like Thursday, 7 p.m. Would you invite that prospect? I don't think I'll do that. But Clara was very inconsiderate. And with her inconsiderate invitation to the hotel seminar, and that was my eye-opening night, because Mr. Ronnie Park and Sunny New, that time I think maybe the middle of 40s, and their life was totally financially timely freedom, and they look so healthy. And through them I see my vision of new skin. Whatever they say, I don't care. If I could live that kind of lifestyle, I want to do it no matter how it takes. That night, that was my decision. And if you guys expecting some story like fast track successful story, maybe our story not motivate you, because that night I decided to do it, and I kind of felt, for me, I think it takes long time. Not like, I know Mr. Ronnie Park, like in 3 years, he, hit the team lead, and also Mr. Sunny New. They were very fast track, successful leader. Also, yeah, I really want to do that, but I know my personality. My personality is not like, mingle with people. If I like some naengmyeon, and somebody asks, what is the best place to eat? I don't tell them, because the naengmyeon is good for me, but what if you don't like it? Then you're gonna blame me, okay? So I always keep it quiet. Find your stuff. So my personality is kind of like that, but I really want to do this business, and if I don't give up, I know I will be successful. So our journey is like, there is a lots of ups and downs. So and there's a lot of bumps, and I know I still expect a lot of bumps will come. But if you be persistent and you never give up, you will go there, because the new skin, if you don't give up, the you will, whatever your success definition, you will get it. So this picture I want to share, the left side picture, there's only three of them going into the pool, right? It was like 69-degree. It was not hot day. It was kind of chilly. And my husband, I always admire his pivot, and he's very persistent. And as his leadership, our family is very our families very changed a lot, because I say I said to him, I'm not going into the pool. It's too cold. It must be really cold and it's not fun. And I don't want to be get wet because, when you come out from the pool, you cool. I don't like it. And I really resist hard. And then, they just do okay. And they went into the pool. They have so much fun. But still, outside of the pool, no, it's going to be cool. It's too cold. Okay, I know you're gonna maybe 30 minutes later you guys will come out, but after that 30 minutes later, what happened? All other family members are jump into the pool, and we had so much fun. And what I realized, what if I keep said no to him? And pool was not that cold. It was very warm, warm enough to play. And we had so much fun, and we had so many great memory as a family. Imagine, my husband maybe ask maybe a couple times and then give up, and don't ask. Maybe other five rest family member will never enjoy the pool, and we didn't have the memory. But he was very persistent, and I really appreciate, he's always like that. So when you you know your prospect and your customer say no, that's not no. They don't know yet. They don't know who will be really fun. So you don't stop. Just give them kind, sometimes even inconsiderate invitation. It will change your life. You have give them chance to change their life. So don't never give up because they don't know. And this is our before and after. There's a left side. There is a I just started the business, and this is the after picture is like my sixth child, first birthday picture. So it's like 12. I think it's been 13 years, and people say you guys are always the same. So I asked them, we always look the same? No, you guys always have, on you always holding baby, and you guys always have a little one. So yeah, we are old. That way we are always same. But I have my with new skin. This is like 13 years ago, and this is like right now. This left side of picture, even though I smile, that's not smiling. I was really worried about life, though, with well, with my future. I really worried, and I was not so happy because about financial burden, and my future, my family's future. I was really worried. So you can tell, maybe little, my smile is kind of sarcastic smile maybe, but this right side, I'm really happy. Even though the new skin journey was not easy, and it's not, what I always, happened, what I planned, but I got a lot of things through new skin. So right now, I'm really abundant. I'm really happy. I'm enough. And, there is more room to grow. And this, right side, even, Bosco, you can see the before and after his, he got much younger with youth, and all the hormonex supplement. I think he takes way too much. I think he should reduce something, but he takes a lot. And even this, for Bosco's, it was he was taking a lot of detox, G3, lipid nano, TR90, blah blah blah, and he was his cholesterol and liver functioning was a little the high, and it was kind of dangerous. But after 2 months, everything was normalized, and the left side, he was taking it was eye formula, so he got the stigmatism got much better. So we have a lot of great product, and you can create all before and after. And this is our son and dad result. This is my first son, Nathan. He he's taking his TR90 shake, I think more than 3 years. Very not very, the diligently, but he lost a lot of fat, and now he looks much better. And Bosco also did TR90, and you can see his waist kind of, the it's a kind of what's called, it's got,
Reduced.
yeah,
Mhm,
reduced. And
mhm.
so when you start a business and you're considered start a business, there's 5 point you guys need to check. So first is trend. Bosco will talk about the trend, market trend. Okay, Bosco.
Yeah, so market trend is such a big thing. Any company that wants to get into a business, long-term business, they need to look at the trend. And the current trend right now is literally is about gig economy. I mean, when we talk about economy, people think what does that mean? You know, gig economy is bottom line is that people are now their own individual owner. You know, we have advent of YouTube, you have advent of different platforms that you could market a lot of things through, and you are your own CEO. And wellness beauty has been such amped up because of COVID-19. People are such alert about their wellness. So that's the business we're in, wellness and beauty and gig economy. And then the technology. You know, technology is improving so much fast. I don't know if you heard it from our tech people, a tech person during our New Skin convention, that the world is changing so fast that they don't even know how to predict how things are changing. But that's the world that we're living in. I was hearing that, you know, in the back days when they had a Sony Walkman, you know, when Sony produced, it will last for about 10 years, that Sony Walkman. Now, anything that you produce only lasts about 6 months, and you got to reinvent yourself. You got to really come up with the better things within 6 months. That's the time frame that we're looking at. So you got to be in a company where they are really doing a lot of R&D, and our company is doing so much and more than beyond that we could imagine. And next is our, you know, demographics. You know, demographic. One person told me you could see the future. You could actually see what's going to happen in the future, and you cannot ignore demographics. Bottom line is millennials coming in the the workforce. They're really creating a lot of wealth through it. Generation X and baby boomers. But if you look at their numbers, it just kind of gives you where the companies are focusing on. You know, over 92 million. They're more than baby boomers by over 20 million. And these millennials want something. We got to understand what they want, what do they desire, and by focusing on those things, it will give you idea of what we need to provide for them. And I remember Tony Robbins. He says that in order to have a business that's successful, you gotta have number one, raving fan about your product, and the way that you could do that is over delivering and when you what you promise on. So this is the key in the current market, that you got to over deliver so that you could have raving fan come back and come back to you. So I mean, my kids are in this millennial age, and they're always looking for something. They're always looking for a side hustle. They're always looking for, you know, nowadays you could make money even though you're 15. You could create wealth. You know, back then you have to go to school, you have to complete certain things in order to do that. But now, because advent of the web, and we are connected all at once, like how I experienced through the virtual UPW, over 20,000 people in 155 different countries. I remember we were in a breakout room, and I was meeting with people from in their different time zone, like 5 a.m. in the morning from Dubai, you know, and this is what is possible, you know. And so millennial, if you look at here, is the coming age. It's one of the largest generation of history. I want to just read a history about to move into the prime spending years. Millennials are poised to reshape the economy. Their unique experience will change the way we buy and sell, and forcing company to re-examine to examine how they do business in decades to come. And so this is the reality we're living in, and this is why the companies are putting so much money in what these millennials want. And let's look at what they want. So a lot of them are into wellness. You know, if you look at a lot of the millennials, they're really into wellness. They're not obese. They're much more fit. they're looking into brand and retail. They have a lot of data, technology that on their phone. They, before they even buy, they look at the review from the buyers that who bought it before. They're very savvy customers now, and then a lot of them do not want to own things. They want to have access to things. Instead of buying a car, they will just use Uber. Instead of buying a house, not at the moment, but they might just rent it for a while. So this is kind of how the millennials are wanting, and that's what our needs are. And they are all connected in this world wide web through the social media. Over 4 billion people are connected. I mean, literally, I mean, whole world. I mean, 2.3 billion people are connected to social media, and this is inevitable. That's why we got to reinvent ourselves. That's why we got to pivot and really learn at least one platform that we could use and consistently be participant in at least one platform. So I personally use Facebook as my main go-to, and try to do consistent posting on that site. And you get better at it as you get better at doing it. So if you look at some of the millennial generation X and boomers, what do they want? What makes them fun? If you look at it, a lot of them are into, again, texting, a lot into social media, and that's where the direction is going. If you look at our North America convention, we had a lot of the team lists that came out in the recent month where they're all millennial age. That's what I saw, and they primarily build their business through social media, and that's something that shouldn't be a discouragement. It should be a saying wake up call that we got to reinvent themselves. We got to willing to learn, because if you don't, you'll be fall backwards, and that's the reality of it. This is a truth reality that you got to willing to learn and reinvent yourself. And even Mark Zuckerberg, he put it out that this is how many people are on the video is the top where people are putting energy and effort into. Over 700 million daily activity in video calling, 800 million live videos. That's a huge amount of number, and that's where the focus is. And that's that's a lot more likes, a lot more feedback from it. So start doing our your FaceTime, and not FaceTime, but the Facebook Live. So get used to it. That's something that I'm also need to do that too. So next is product technology, and my sponsor, Teresa.
Yes, so we have New Skin Anti-Aging Research and Development, and we have so many awards received, and 200 plus exclusive product and 20 patent technology, and we have over 75 scientists and world-class scientist advisory board. So we are so proud of it. And like I said, the world-class scientific advisory board, and they are not just, the just a doctor or just a PhD. They are just a number one, well-known in their profession and industry. And we also have brand value exceeding US, $10 billion. Also, the age log is a gene expression science. You guys, all of you guys, very enjoying Lumi Spa and Facial Spa. We are number one world's at home, beauty device. And also it was award winner 2020 new beauty too. And the in Korea, they recently the Boost just a pre-launch, and we were lucky to experience the Boost, and Bosco did half side, and I just 2 minutes I already see the difference. And its Boost is, I think it's really powerful. And even though even for myself, I just use sometime without I'm not sometimes I don't do galvanic, but just to do Boost. Next day it's really pumped up, and then I can feel my skin is much whiter. And the Nutrisensure, our next targeting product, because it's October 27th. If you're brand representative or above, you guys can pre-order. And the Nutrisensure, I just before I did the seminar, I just put on this sunblock, day cream protective cream, because we our screen hours is getting longer, and it can also block the blue ray. So it's for Nutrisensure is a totally different line, than previous one, because we are using bioadaptive botanicals. So also there's a HydraFlex blend. So if you have excessive dryness and or excessive humidity, it's always the make your skin to the normal condition. And also there's when I listen to the nutrition scientists explain, they use a metaphor of the mommy bird bring the worm to the baby bird. They don't give the worm right away because they have the baby bird cannot chew it or cannot digest easily. So it's the metaphor of that. The bioadaptive nutri line, there's a lot of different bioadaptive the plants, but even though if we use it directly, to directly our skin, it doesn't give any nutrition unless it's processed, treated with natural enzyme at skin temperature and all the purification and filtration. So we did that all the process, and the only bioavailable the ingredient to our skin. So that's the great science. And also, like I just mentioned before, it's gonna be block blue light and infrared light too. Usually regular sunblock, they block UVA and UVB, but they don't mention about blue light and infrared light. So this really excites me, and even I really like the product, and I can recommend to anybody. And even I mentioned the blue light, people get really excited. Wow, sunblock and you can block blue light. So you guys really, the marketing it. So on October 27th, it's the day. So you can targeting. So this those are the ingredients, some ingredients. And also the coming, this the date is October 21st, I think. They're introducing Life Pack and Family Nutrient Boosters and all the vitamins. We the Pharmanex, we didn't have the individualized, the nutrient, but some customer, their group, they want to just maybe I just want to add the iron or something like that. So Pharmanex, we launch so vitamin and mineral category. So USA, seven different the types of vitamins coming up. Actually, Liping Nano and Life Pack, it's maybe just the packaging is changing, not the ingredient, but Life Pack Element is like powder type, so you can mix with the liquid, whatever you like, and then you easily, I think, absorbed. And the single layer vitamins and vitamin C plus zinc and vitamin D3, iron and magnesium, and so whatever your efficient, your deficiency, you can just pick and choose. So pricing is not so high. So you guys can, maybe if you guys have some other customers, the Liping Nano and Liping is too much, too expensive. The Liping Element is like $49 member price. And other, vitamin C, vitamin, D, like about 20 or less than $20. So it's really, the pricing is really good and marketable. And also the facial gels, pre-treatment and treatment type just launched. So I haven't experienced yet, but I really wanna order, and how I wanna feel how it's different. Okay, the company, the Bosco will talk about the company.
So this is really important, right? Company, if you work so hard and then if the company goes out of business, that is kind of the end of the game. So you got to choose a company that is solid, and you got to do your due diligence. And we're so lucky to meet this company. This is our first and last first and last direct sales company that we're ever going to do, and we're so lucky that we got the home run. This company is ethical. This company really, it's by record. It tells you that this company doesn't cut corners. It's doing the right way. That's why it's publicly traded. They're always scrutinized by the investors, and there's if you look at the stock, it's been doing almost from the March until now, it's been almost doing maybe 3-4 times growth. No, it's been amazing what's happening with it. With because of the COVID-19, it really made people to pivot and really to reinvent themselves. So, we came with this when we were 13 years ago. I think at that time the volume was a little less than maybe $1 billion, and it grew to almost another billion and a half. So the what we are saying is that this company is going to go to $10 billion. And also, just recently on a Direct Sales Association article, they said that the our company, out of the 100 direct sales company, our company is now on the seventh in terms of the revenue. So proud of you, proud of what's happening with Newskin. And this is a huge point for me that our founder Blake Roney, Sandy Tillotson, and um, uh, Steve Long, they have created in the beginning, and they're still together. And it just shows you enormously about
Mm-hmm.
the trust have they have each other, the respect they have each other. And a lot of companies, they go big and become really this successful, they will have a lot of inner conflicts will happen. But still, I'm sure they went through their own trials and tribulations, but they came at the top, and they came really embodying the ethics, the culture of this company, being honest. And that's one of the things I was really sold on this company, that they're really honest about things. So this is one of the huge big picture for me. And then next is our mission. Our mission is really, really key, because everything that we do, even this call, everything, all the sales, all the teams that we're creating, all the things that we're doing, it's all focusing on here. This is kind of the pivotal point that you should measure what you're doing, to be a force for good throughout the world, to empower people. If you look at empower people, is the highlighted to the bowl. So this is the key: empower people to improve lives, rewarding business opportunity, number one. Number two, innovative products, and enriching, uplifting culture. So this is kind of the test that you should see if your team is not growing, or why I'm not growing. I think this is the kind of the measuring tool for it. And then next thing is, this is the shop. This is the company. This is actually a picture that I took at the one of the company office. And one of the things they put it on their wall. This is one of their CEO's office. Is that we're not telling ourselves that we're good, but the auditors are telling us that we're good. Zach Ziegler, the chief auditor, who told that this is a good company. It shows that it's not us who's telling ourselves, but this company is really truly doing the right thing, and they're transparent. This is a huge plus for me. I show it to people all the time that it's not us telling us, but others who are auditing our company are telling us that we're the good company. And this is a future where we're going with our partnership with this leadership that we have with Mark Lawrence Richwood to the Ryan Rapusky. And they are the engineers in terms of creating our the innovative products, and a lot of things are happening, and they are really foreseeing the future. And some of the things that they're investing on is because they put so much their capital into cloud migration before the COVID-19. It was completely done by 2019. Our transition into COVID-19, transition into this remote virtual work has been just smooth and just effortless. And that's why it's been such a this is where the direction a lot of companies are going, that everything is going to cloud. To be able to scale it, you have to be in the cloud. And behind the scene, they really are thinking about us by, like I said, technology front, which is they're really doing that cloud migration. Value stream is they're having multiple factories, manufacturer factories actually bought of us, that really manufactured from us, so we could control the quality and control the output of it, the input of it. And also we have the Grovy that is also raw material that we control as well. On the program front, we're really revamping the website to make it easy order, and just the Vera that coming out with the AI technology. So this is some things that no companies are doing it, that we're the only one in this category doing it. So this is called interfusion. Science, sourcing, technology is called interfusion. This is the direction our company is going. They're putting a lot of money and their capital into this. So our vision is to become the leading business platform in the world. We're not competing in direct sales. We're competing against like Amazon. We're competing like these giants of the giants. And I'll be talking to you about now, how do we get paid? Compensation. This is the big important thing for all of us. We are the storytellers. We connect distributors we connect the from end consumers to the new skin, and we get paid up to 41%. In the traditional market, you have the manufacturer, you have the advertising, marketing, promotion, plus this overhead, which is all we are. And then the retail consumers are just absorbing all those costs. But now we are limiting all of these costs and having giving it to us. We are the marketing, we are the marketing board of this new skin. That's why there is no advertisement, and we share our stories, and that's how it gets connected. So, there's front, middle, and back. We call it sharing bonus, building bonus, leading bonus, 5, 40, 6, and I put it here, 5%, 40%, and then 6 level, 5%. And this is the huge 6%, 5 generation, which is this compensation was actually reinvented by the distributor and for the distributor. And the 6 level, 5% generation is unheard of. If you look at companies like, and also we have global seamless compensation that pays you wherever you move around. You have a team in Korea, you have a team in different parts of Latin America market, you will get paid in US dollar. That's something that never been, other companies try to do it, but they cannot do what we are doing. And this is something that allows to be free as to talk to anybody. There's no borders, there's no middle person for you to go open another country. You have to go through a middle person. You could put anywhere that you want to open a distribution network, you could do it. And that's the beauty of it. And this is the point that I was talking to you about, this 5%, 6 generation. Some companies pay 4-1-1, 1/4, 1/4. Some companies pay 6-5-4-3-2-1, and other companies pay a little less. And our companies pay 5%, 6 generation down. And imagine that this 6 generation number of people that you have on 6 generation, if you go multiply by 5, it goes into 1,500, 625 people, and you get paid 5% on that. And that is the possibility with this new skin business, that if you were to get 5% royalty on people's consumption, people consume about 3,000 in their groups, and that creates about $585. And if you multiply by the 1,500 people, it comes out to 20,000. It comes out to 29,000. Take it back, 290,000, but 1% chance of that is $29,000 per month. There's always 1% chance that you could do, right? So this is why a lot of leaders come in this business. I remember during the New Skin Global, this recent convention, that, when company initially started, a lot of the men were involved in this business because they understood the number. They understood that it is about creating that leverage and residual income, that 5%, 6 generation. And we are connecting people. That's what we do. We're connecting to people, our culture, our products, and we're creating a hope for people using this vehicle. People, we are sifting and sorting for people that who wants to get involved in the business. We're not convincing them. We're not trying to tell them what to do. Really, people who wants to have more time freedom, more quality life through a vehicle that could give to them. So this is some of the pictures I've taken in the past that I went to Korea and China and some of the global conventions that I've been to. and success trip. I just want to be, success trip is such a motivating factor for a lot of people. They love going to free trips. Who would like to go to 5-star free trip for 5 days or more? I mean, who not, right? I mean, send you to these beautiful places. And some of the places that we've been to was Montage, our first success trip, or first success trip ever created. And Montage, it was a beautiful trip that we ever had, and just gives us this is one of the pivotal point for us, going to that first success trip. And honey, we'll talk about now the nurse children.
Yeah, it's, for new skin, we're not just what we get, but it's what we give. So just, there's Force for Good Foundation, and you also can, distribute your commission. Maybe you can check like 1%, 2%. Then they take out whatever the percentage, and so you don't have to worry about it. So we, every month we donate 2%, and also vitamins. The right side of the picture, it's Alan Nagao. They have the presentation, and they only invite, our daughters to read the poem they provide. I think it's about women's right in Africa, something. And my daughters, they don't have much, the understanding about nourish the children, and they just read the poem. After that, they asked me, what is the vitamin? I want to donate. So this is how we do. So Force for Good, anyway, we're gonna, be successful, and we're gonna make money, but just to, only our family, only, my neighbors getting, live better life, but not somebody else. So I think it's a great idea. The company can, keep enforce about, about the Force for Good. So I strongly recommend you guys can, donate, buy the meal, or just to, Force for Good Foundation, so you can, ask your sponsor how you can donate every month. And our last part is timing.
So timing is just like you've seen it. If you are new to New Skin, we are growing rapidly. We're not even a hockey stick. We're really growing almost at a 90-degree angle. Some of the acquisition of the customer sales volumes and just quarterly are just it's skyrocketing. And if you look at some of the social media items, it's been over 1,000%. Some of the items that's been growing. So it is good time to get your feet wet and really look at this business seriously. And because if you look at the comparison of the facial spa that's sold within the 10 years to 18 months of our Lumi spa is sold over 2 million in 18 months. That kind of tells you that this device, beauty device, are selling really, really, really well in this current time. And this is it might not be always the right time, but it's the right time for the new skin right now. And this is some of the kind of lifestyle that we were able to create. I've shared with you. If you're first to it again, I've like I said, took our family trip on this on a destination to cross country. It's always been in our dream board, and I always thought that why not do it? And we just did it. We did that for within about 36 days. And we're able to visit LifeGen technology. This is I think I've never seen anybody with a picture of taking LifeGen technology place they went to. So this is our only family. We've been there, and we took a picture of it. I know my wife is laughing about it right now.
The science was very surprised, and
yeah,
he said, "You guys are the first one ever."
I know. And when we called them, you're the first one ever called to ask a tour. So we're the first one over there at this is at the Wisconsin Madison. I think that's where it was at. So, and this is one thing that I always share with people. It's about person you become. Because I become better, because I become a leader with right mind, right of thinking about things. I was able to create a lot of things that in my family, which is something that's not tangible, but I could see the growth in those small things that I see that we've been doing what's called family share for the last 8 years, almost weekly, almost. I count about maybe 5 fingers. I haven't done it, but We do it no matter what, rise and shine. But it's been connecting us to much more about ourselves, really about me as well too. And I could see, and part of the thing that I'm doing is I've been writing down there what they've been saying for the last 8 years. So I have a book about their life that I'm thinking about giving to them on their wedding day, giving to them, yeah, this is the life that you have created. So this is what we've done, and this is the kind of the spiritual life that we're living in our family. We inspire other people to do it. So we did have inspire other family members to come and watch us what we do, and then motivate them, saying that, you know what, this is something that we really need as we get older. I know that more people get busy. I think connection is really key, and not even saying where you could connect. I think that's a really good thing. So this is kind of thing that we've seen before. I've shown to you before that, you know, this is my children's kind of dream board, their goals. This is my daughter Audrey, the one with the breakboard. So visualize your high self before, start showing up as her. And and I have a couple more slides left, but it's always come to these 3 points as to this business. It's about decision. It's about cutting off your past, saying that, you know, I'm going to decide no matter what. If it is up to me, it's going to be up to me. And believe that you could do it and take action, massive action. That's the only way that this business works. And I'm in that process. I'm still in that journey. And if you are wanting to know your kind of how you are doing right now, I've done this through one of the Alan Nagal's team, and that, you know, if you score yourself some of the items, 10 items that I have here, if you are between 90, you're on fire. You're really doing this business. If you're between the 70 and 50, 50, then you are in somewhat momentum. If you are below 50, you really need to recommit and do this. This is the kind of measuring tool about where your business is going. It's about, you know, new scheme might be in momentum. If you're not in momentum, you're not going to catch, you're not going to get on that train. So you really need to get yourself on the momentum. And last thing I want to share you with is I was, you know, I'm not a huge Lakers fan, but this is Kobe, and this is one game before his last game of his career path. He's talking to his daughter, saying, you know, he was talking about when you get hard, you know, push yourself. When you get tough, when things doesn't go right, continue to do it. When you don't want to feel like doing it, you're still doing it, and that is the journey, and that is the dream that you will enjoy. Because, you know, oftentimes when I ask the leaders, when was your most happiest time? They say, you know, when you're going through the grinds and strugglings and doing this business. You know, we come to a certain destination and we think that's the end. No, it's the journey that you got to enjoy. So enjoy this moment, because what you enjoy and how you show up is going to inspire other people to do this business. So I hope this is helpful for you. Thank you guys so much for listening to us. I know we went over a couple of minutes, and take care of yourself, and see you at next our Himalaya call. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Teresa and Bosco, for sharing your story with us today.